everybody. Welcome to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Bricksman Mosaic Arts. Gent, how are you? What's up? Thanks for joining. It's great to be here. I know, it's crazy. I can't believe how quickly the week has gone already. It's been a lot going on right now. So how are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're new to the channel, I just started streaming on YouTube 3 weeks ago, but I've been streaming on Twitch for a while. So I've just started twitching here once a week, and of course I started on a Thursday on Christmas Eve, so it's easy to remember, but nobody showed up. So if you want to listen to me talking to myself for 3 hours, feel free to tune into that show. But so thank you. I really appreciate you being here, Gent, and I'm glad you're doing good too. Yeah, so BricksLA starts tomorrow, actually, tomorrow night. And it's going to go tomorrow night and then Saturday and Sunday. I've already filed and uploaded my, at least my mock submissions, but the problem is the website won't let me in for some bizarre reason. And I don't know if it's overloaded or something's going on, but I don't know. At this point, I'm just figuring I'm going to make do and just see how it goes. But the other thing I wanted to do today is work on another build, because today is the 7th, and as you know, we're in the middle of the daily brick limit challenge. And I've been doing this in collaboration with Joriel Builds, who is a friend of mine through Tricky Lug. And so he had started this back in August, and then what happened is it just kind of sat idle for a while, and I asked him, hey, would you be willing to start this again in January? So we worked out the details, I threw in some prizes, and it all worked out really well. You'll not be able to come because you're super busy building a mosaic for your grandparents. Well, of course, don't worry about BricksLA. There's going to be plenty of other conventions to go to, and what I'm excited about is I'm participating in 2 collaborations. One is the Tricky Lug collaboration, which is the Fab Max build. So I'll be working on that. Actually, I've already submitted mine for that. The other one is what we're calling the Little Forest Friends and Wicked Willa, which is a combination of myself, Alex, and Matthew Clark, and Adam James. So we all met through Tricky Lug as well, and we started chatting about trying to work on a collab. And I know that several of you have done collabs before. I've just started doing collabs recently. So Tricky Lug was one of my first collabs. I also did a collab at BrickCon with the Super Baby Justice League, where we had all of these builders bringing in their babies and their builds with regard to that. But this time I'm doing a solo submission for Super Sewer Baby and his adventures, and also a solo submission for Batman and or Batmanda and Chubbin. The problem is the website. I'm like, this is gotta be the hardest website to work with. I have been trying, and I'm really hoping, I'm gonna take a look at it before I show you the screen, because it shouldn't be this hard. You know, I'm already registered for the convention. I have been able to submit it though through my phone. So my backup plan is to show it on my down camera on my phone as far as editing my BricksLA updates, which is going to be kind of, you know, a little screwy, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. So I think what I'm going to do, Baby Wars Super Baby Strike Back. Yeah, that's funny. That's really funny. Thank you for suggesting that. So yeah, what I'm going to do is alright, I'm going to go back to the BricksLA site. So before I show this, so you don't see me going around to all different screens, is that there's something called the VIB Hub. So VIB Hub, and I'm going to take a look at that. And supposedly, if hopefully I'll be able to get in this time, that the VIB Hub will allow you to look at your mocks, be able to edit them, and especially because some of mine, I need them to point to Flickr pages, and because of that I need to make sure things are set properly. But like I said, I haven't been too excited about this website. And actually, I'm going to try something. Let me get out of, I think this is, I've got two browsers going, so maybe that's also causing a problem. All right, so I got Google going, and let's see. Yeah, the VIB hub. Looking for the VIB hub. Where is the VIB hub? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Anyway, so BricksLA.com is what you normally go to. That's the first landing page. And then after that, they have mock registrations through the VIB hub. But I don't see the VIB hub here. There it is. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. If not, like I said, my backup plan is to show it on my down camera on my phone, which seems really kind of a weird way to do it. But it was working on my phone. Not sure why it's not working here. So I'm going to try putting in the password again. And I went through this a couple times on my Twitch stream, so I'm trying to prevent you from having to see all this because it's just a nightmare. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. So I'm going to try it on my phone, and if it works on my phone, I'll show it on my down camera. But last case resort, I'll show you the Flickr page. And then what I might have to do is just end the stream early to try to get, because I'll have to hand key in the web links into my phone instead of being able to just do a copy and paste, which would be a super drag. But I am going to see if I can do this. But yeah, so I'm like I said, I've been streaming on Twitch, and what I did on my Twitch stream yesterday is I worked on this, and you may have seen this already in the posts, but there's Super Sewer Baby. Super Sewer Baby on his flying snakehead hovercraft, for lack of a better term. I wasn't sure what to call it. So we are, and like I said, I'm just kind of trying to get into this through the other side. Now, do you hear a static sound on your side? Because I'm noticing that this system, you obviously can hear me, so which is good. One of your best mocks you can find on Instagram, it's a recreation of Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. Oh, a recreation. Oh yeah, I think we saw that. I think this is the one that Flynn and Richard were talking about how much they really liked. So that's really cool. I'm gonna see if, all right, let's see what we got here. Like I said, I've got all kinds of devices going. See if we can get something to work. All right, let me see if I can at least show you my Flickr page, because that's part of what I need to do today anyway. So if I at least get something done while I'm on the stream, that'll be good. And then I can also work on the other 7-piece build. And then if that's all I end up doing today, that's fine. We'll be okay. Let's see if I can get into my Flickr page. All right. So let me show you my Flickr page. And let me just move something really quick. And move that up. All right. Yeah. Actually, I can just need to show my face a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm going to show you this. It took you 2 weeks before Halloween last year, unfortunately. It fell off the shelf. Oh no! Oh, that's got to be rough. I know that bothered me the other day. I was working on this collab, and I think you can see this. This is my Flickr landing page, but let me just double check something, because yeah, I need to show you my albums. So these are the albums that I've been working on for BricksLA. So really all I have to do is just pair the album with their, hub site, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't know, it's just, it shouldn't be this hard for me to log in. You know, that's why I'm just looking at this going, you know, what is it about? I mean, another example is their schedule isn't posted on their BricksLA.com site. You have to go through the emails to get to the schedule. So I just took screenshots on my phone, so then that way I would know that I could get there. All right, so what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to see if I can get my down camera, which you can see kind of on the screen. You can see my snake kind of moving underneath this window. So my down camera is on right now. And then if I can get this BricksLA site to come up, then we'll do it on my phone, which is just like I said. I was able to do uploads on my phone the other day, and I don't know why it's so difficult. Anyway, I tell you though, you and Joriel Builds and Brick Huntress and all the people who could do mosaics, more power to you. I think I'm just spatially challenged. I don't think I've kind of done a mosaic once, but definitely not my level of expertise. I leave it up to you experts to be able to do that. It's quite the talent, and I know some of you can do it really quickly, which is even more of a interesting part. Okay, I'm in the Builder Hub, so I guess I will have to look at my mock registrations here. Okay, so let me see. Let me change this. All right, so we're gonna do this really kind of in a weird way. Is that here's my down camera that's focusing on my cell phone, which is on the builder site, and for some bizarre reason, it will not let me look at it another way. All right, so this is where, let me see if I can do it this way. I have this holder that maybe I can lift it up just a little bit. And of course, it decides to go down on me. Oh, gee. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can do some sort of camera angle here. All right, let's try to zoom in. All right, so this is what I should be seeing on my browser, which for some bizarre reason, it will not work on my browser, either on my Mac or on my PC, but it works on my phone, which just died again. Okay, there we go. All right, so here's the mock registration button, and we're gonna go there. Oops, I just realized you're not seeing this. Hold up. Okay, so here's the BricksLA site and the mock registration. So it should give me a screen. My mocks. Your mocks. So I clicked on the year mocks. Okay. Is it asking me to log in? I guess it's asking me to log in. Hold up. So, like I said, this is so bizarre. It's not showing this to me on my other screens, but at least I can get in. I'm happy about that. If I couldn't get in at all, I would be really upset, because, you know, trying to get your mocks registered, as you probably know, Bricksman Mosaic, it can be a pain. Alright, log in. Come on. Oh no. Brickanista. Come on. Oh, BricksLA, you're killing me. You are just killing me. And you probably tuned in thinking I was going to be doing some building today, which is the plan. I'm still planning to do that. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright. Finally. Okay. So the BricksLA mocks. And as you can see, I have this Super Sewer Baby one with him in his flying Bananarama jetpack. Now the problem is, so I need to edit here. So this is what's going to be really strange, is that I have to go into my account on Flickr, which I'm going to do on this machine over here, and just look for the URL so I can type it in, since I'm not going to be able to do a cut and paste. How crazy is that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I said, you're killing me. Really killing me. Alright, so this is the Super Sewer Baby Adventures. Yeah. And of course my cell phone. Alright, let me check something here, because my phone is down to 16%, which is probably why it keeps shutting down. So let me try charging it up a little bit and see if that helps. It's like the things you do just to get ready for a show. You started making mosaics at the start of high school because your art teacher was teaching about mosaics, and you asked her if you could bring one in. Oh, cool. And she gave you a B+ on bringing it to school? Oh, that's cool. See, that's, like I said, you guys have talent that I don't have. But I can tell stories. That's something I can do. I'm a storyteller. So, and my builds, I admit, are not like, top of the line, all this Technic stuff, really large. I do very simple builds, but I do, in my opinion, tell good stories behind them. Okay, so here's what I need to do. So it says Flickr page. So I said it's coming, it's going to be added here soon. So now is I'm going to just, for the sake of just keeping it simple, I'm going to have to hand key this in, which really, really sucks because it would be so much easier if I could just cut and paste, but I can't do that. So you get to watch me type. I mean, it's the only way I can show you. Actually, let me see if I can do this with two hands, because then it'll be a lot easier. Can you see that okay? Flickr.com. See, the other thing is I have a tripod that I've got to worry about. Okay, flickr.com/photos. Yeah, this is where I also wish I had somebody transcribing for me so that I don't have to keep looking back and forth. But, like I said, I will take what I can because I just have to update these. Flickr.com, Brickanista albums. Okay, so I see a trend here. Brickanista. And like I said, I won't force you to go through all of this. I'll just tell you that I've got a couple of these here. And in fact, you could probably see my Flickr account. It's public, so you could probably go there now and take a look at what I've got in there, which might be easier for you. Let's see, 1, 2. I gotta read this one. 72 1577. And let's see, 1577 163. See, that's another thing that bothers me. It's like, can't you let us use understandable URLs? Why do you have to force us to do this? 240 86277. All right. So when you log into BricksLA, you have, first of all, in this case, I put in one of my builds here just to kind of show them what I'm working on. And then you have to pick a category. And the categories that they have are this arts, mosaic, sculpture. Oops. Here, let me move this up. All right. Oops. So I'm putting this one under art, mosaics, and sculpture. So it's not really, there's really no other category for Super Sewer Baby. Because if you look at them, you have art, mosaic, sculpture, you have digital mocks, GBC, Golden State, Mandalorian, secret scenes, sig fig boxes, Space and Mecca, Town and Castle, and Train. And that's it. So what I've been doing is I've been uploading these, and so this one's going into art and mosaic. So that's the plan. All right, so now what I'm going to do is say done. And now that Flickr page, and just double check flickr.com/photos/brickanista/7215771 7215771, yeah, 632, yeah, 408, yeah, 6277. Okay, yay. We got it in there. I have to do this on my phone. I mean, what a pain, right? Okay, so I just finished that, and I will click on this edit, and then that should update that one. So I just have to go through these, and then I will show you the Flickr pages. So I hope you don't mind, but I need to do this before they go live, and it's just, I've done some of them already. Okay. I thought I just did this. Edit. Yeah. Okay. Now I think, make sure that, yeah, that got in there. Okay, so now we have Batmanda and Chubbin. So this is another album that I have posted there. And I need to edit. And yep, once again, this time I'm filing it under Golden State, because there is all these scenes that I've done for Chubbin and Batmanda. They all could be California scenes. There's one of them surfing, there's one canoeing, there's one camping, they're at Pier 39. I said, you know what, that fits. That absolutely fits. Okay, so let me just pull up the other Flickr page, so then that way I can read off, you know. And I'm sorry you have to go through this. I mean, I would love to be able to show you on the screen, because then I could show you the Flickr account and go back and forth, and my phone just went dead again. Ugh, what a pain. Okay, yeah, so let me just get this album. Okay, so I gotta do the same thing, but I think what I might be able to do to save time, let me get back into here, is that what I may be able to do to save time is I can copy the other one. Okay, oh well. Oh, here it is. If I copy this, and then I only have to change the last set of numbers, which would be awesome. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so we're gonna copy that. Okay, we're gonna try that. That would be awesome. If that happens, that would make life so much easier. Okay, let's see. Where are we with this? Aha! Stay tuned for the link to the Flickr account. Oops. Alright, so we're going to do a paste here. Alright, awesome. Okay, so now this one is 721577. Okay, that's good. 17. Okay, that's where it changes, so we don't have too much editing to do. 17 and 499. 4809 87. Okay, let me double check that. Flickr.com/photos, yep. 7215771 7499, yep. 480987. Okay. All right. So we're going to keep that in place. And we're going to edit this one. Actually, we don't need to edit this one. This is, I don't know if you remember this, Gent, but this was from the movie scene challenge. So I submitted this because it's got it's got Super Sewer Baby behind the scenes in the sewer talking to Pennywise. So it's the reverse scene of It, the classic It one. You're trying to rebuild the Disney castle at the moment? Still watching though? Okay. No, that's cool. I appreciate that. That way I don't feel like I'm, talking to myself. You know? Okay, I don't need to do that one. And I think I already did this one for the Little Forest Friends. That's when the website was working on my laptop. Let's see. And yeah, that looks like it's in there. Okay. That's weird though. It has all of the quotes and everything in there. HTTPS. You love it? You love the Little Forest Friends one? Or do you love the Sig Fig box or the It? Love the movie? Oh, the book. Yeah, the book and the movie. Yeah. Okay, so I think that is in there. I am a little concerned about having the href HTTPS. Hopefully they're not going to force me to have that. We'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, so I think the last thing I need to add, because I've done that, is the Batmandalorian one. Okay, so let me edit this. So Batmandalorian is just a couple of different photos, and hopefully that one won't be too hard to get. Yeah. Yeah, they say I'm still under review as far as what they want to do. Now this one, what I'm going to do is instead, I think I'm going to copy let me copy the other one, because that one has the full, and then what I may need to do is do this later, just adding, the hrefs for the hyperlinks. Okay, let's see, where are we? Okay, here we are. Okay, so I'm going to copy all of this. Copy. And put that into the Mandalorian one, and then just change those letters. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, then I can just work on that later. Yeah, this is where, once again, I tell I've gone to a couple different cons. This is by far the most challenging one to register mocks. I mean, registering a mock should not be this difficult. Okay, 721577. Okay, so that seems like that's my code. 1, and then 777. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 7215771 777505, and it says 8313. Okay. The It one or the IT guy, we don't know. Pennywise could be fixing your internet. That's hilarious. That is funny. I like that. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Okay, let me copy, oops. Just want to copy that number. And then I can copy that. Alright. And put that over here. Ugh. I'm so sorry that I have to do this on my phone. Because like I said, it shouldn't be this hard. Alright. Good. I think that's all I need to do. And I think I can go back and just make sure that it took it. Alright, like I said, this is the most squirrely kind of registration that I've ever seen. Alright, and just go back, and that one was there already, and let's go check for Mandalorian and make sure that my edits did go. Come on. Okay. What? Okay. I'm going to do this later because I think I've got just about everything in here. But anyway, you shouldn't have to bear with me doing this. It would have been a lot easier if it was working on my laptop. Okay, so let's make this a quick stream and work on the 7-piece build, since today is January 7th. So we're going to work on this 7-piece build, and I have a couple different thoughts because, you know, I've been looking at some of these pieces, and the ones that I was looking at yesterday involved this piece, which I really think is cool. So I would really like to be able to use this somehow, and I do have 2 of these. And the last time I used this, I used it like a meteor for a not a stop motion, but just to make it look like it's floating in space. And I may do that again, which means I would need an axle to go in the middle to hold it together. But before I do that, I just want to kind of see what is it that, you know, what else could I do with that? I mean, you could make kind of a silly face with that, or I don't know. I think that's one option as far as that particular piece. I have a couple other things that I've been eyeing that could be also a lot of fun. And then I also have a couple of these parts for cars. So I was also thinking I could maybe do a quick car using some of the, you know, some of the car pieces. And of course I have a couple wheels lying around, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm still kind of on the fence about what I want to do. And this is exactly what building is like, right? Is that when you're an artist and you are looking at, you know, the colors, what kind of mood you're in. And I'll be honest with you, this isn't the best day because I've been putzing around with the website. But here's some other cool parts. I have this like castle kind of curved piece. I think that's cool. And if I want to keep with the super sewer baby thing, you know, maybe that comes into play. You know, maybe you know, the snake comes to dock into the station. You know, if I'm just adding one piece. Doesn't really sit well though. That's the only thing. There isn't really a clear way to sit on this one. Okay, here's another interesting piece. This claw piece, which I think I got from a bulk buy. So that's kind of like a Bionicle thing. Hey, ahoy hoy Debo. How are you? A prep squad? Yeah, we are, I'm going to work on my 7-piece build because I don't know about you, but I've been having a hard time getting into the BricksLA site. So my mocks are registered. I just needed to pair them with my Flickr account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my 7-piece build, show you guys my Flickr account so you see what's in there, and then off stream I'm going to try to fix things on my cell phone. So yeah, so Bricksman Mosaics Art is here. So he's Bionicle for sure. This one, you're talking about this claw piece. Yeah, I have one of these in also this yellow color, which I thought was interesting. So it's almost like you can almost imagine if you put like some sort of axle or something to connect these. That might be kind of interesting. So, you know, you play around with shapes, figure out what you want to do. I mean, a really shortcut way of doing things is just counting like putting in a minifig and counting the number of pieces. then you're done. You had the same issue, you used a different browser, and Yeah, I've been using though 2 different browsers on my PC, 1 different browser on my Mac. I still can't get in. I can only get in on my cell phone. So if you were to listen to the earlier part of this stream, I was showing you my entries, my mock entries, and you'll be happy to see that I uploaded the It scene for Super Sewer Baby talking to Pennywise in the sewers. I put that under the movie scenes one. And I also have Bat Mandalorian as one under Mandalorian. And I also have Batmanda and Chubbin under Golden State, because I have them surfing, I have them camping and canoeing, and I also have them at Pier 39. So I said, oh, those are all potential Golden State things that they could be doing. And then I have Super Sewer Baby in Arts and Mosaic. And then I have a collab with me and Adam James and Matthew Builds Bricks and his dad, Alex. So there's 4 of us collaborating on that. Yeah, so I'm, pretty well represented in multiple categories. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is my first time at BricksLA, and I was just mentioning that it is by far the hardest one that I've had to register for. Just trying to get your mocks into the site. And also their website hasn't been up to date. I finally found a schedule, so I did screenshots on my phone so that it would be there. You had that problem all day yesterday with 3 or 4 mocks to submit, but not too stressed about it. Oh, they might give leeway, because if you are having problems and I'm having problems, I'm sure there's other people as well. And I'm sure they're probably getting a load of complaints about, why can't I register my mocks, because that's why we go to these conventions, right, is to display our work. So anyway, going back to the mock here, is that I notice that these, I was just thinking, wouldn't this be cool as almost like fangs coming out of the Super Sewer Baby's spider or snake, but that's a little too much. But this has some pins, so a part of me is thinking that this is kind of weird, because this one only has 1 of these axle holes, and I don't know if this broke. Yeah, it looks like it broke. This may be a broken one. Another thing, I don't want people asking me for anything political. Oh yeah, that idiot wearing the horns like yesterday. Lastly, absolutely no one asking me to build Legos, such as the Nazi Lego. Oh God. I tell you, that's one thing I do love about Tricky Lug, is that it's a very positive and inclusive environment. I mean, somebody sent me a meme today, which was the Lego Capitol Insurrection set, and it had those characters of the guys that stormed the Capitol. You made a super bonsai bros tree just for the con. Yes, you know what? That bonsai tree you made with the Lego dots. Ooh, that's something I should pull out. I should pull out my dots. There might be some cool things in there that I could use. There's always Bricks Cascade. Yes, like I said, BricksLA is. I'm not sure if it wasn't for the fact that Tricky Lug people are going. I have my reservations. Of course, if I end up winning in some categories, then I probably will say I'll be back. But right now, I'm just so frustrated with just the process of registering mocks. It shouldn't be this difficult. And also, their website has 2 different pages. Yeah, it's not a good time to be registering mocks. Okay, so I have a couple wristbands here, but they're in purple, which might not be too bad. You have one that's Mario platforms. Oh, that would be interesting. I didn't think you were into the Mario set, Steve-O. Wow. Yeah, I know. I feel bad for people who are in Washington, D.C. right now, because they get so many protesters on a cycling basis. But yesterday, they said the Capitol hasn't been breached since 1812. I mean, we're talking, what, 200 years ago was the last time that this happened? Oh my God, it's crazy. The VIB package was worth it. Yes, I loved my VIB package. Okay, so I have this one, and this actually looks really good with this piece. Even though it's broken, this might still be worth exploring. Mario is cuter than you expected. Oh, yes. I like it when he's sleeping. When you don't touch him and he's laying down, he'll start going to sleep, which I think is hysterical. Yeah, so anyway, so going back to the dots, is that the dots bracelet does have these holes, which could be useful if you wanted to do something with those. I've been noticing people have been using them in interesting ways. So, I don't know, this almost looks like a tree, you know, coming out of a planter, you know, with those. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a couple people do it this way, so, let's see. The only problem is I think if you wrap it around like this, there isn't something to attach it to. I might have to wrap it the other way. You you rock yours to sleep? Of course you do. What else are you gonna do with your Super Mario character? Okay, now the other thing is that these connections, you might have to almost like connect it up. Here, let me do a wider shot of this. I know that this is maybe hard to see here. Okay, there we go. Because I know you did something similar with the bonsai tree. And I think people are getting nervous when they look at something from somebody else and they say, oh my God, that person is so awesome. It's like, well, that's good. I mean, I don't worry about being intimidated because I don't build for other people. I build for myself. Ooh, I wonder if these will fit in here. I wonder if, if I wanted to, like I said, I can get these to fit in here, but that doesn't look that interesting. Oh, maybe not. Here, I take that back. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when I start connecting these holes. Am I the only one who thinks we might be getting a Mario versus Donkey Kong set? No, you're not the only one. I've thought that they would probably want to do Donkey Kong too, because that's kind of the origin of Mario. You know, Mario didn't start on his own. He had to have Donkey Kong first. So I think it depends on the designers and what they would plan to do. Because, you know, they could make a Donkey Kong the same size as like the Hulk or those Overwatch characters, those big ones. Okay, this is not working as I expected, so I'm going to have to undo this. But if I go like this and actually wedge those in there so they snap, because I heard the snap, I heard it. I'm sure this wristband's going, you know, this isn't what I was intended to do. So that's kind of interesting. And this could fit here. Now that's kind of unusual, but I don't know. When you start looking at things from different angles, you start appreciating, you know, what you might be able to do with this. Now I could go with the black. The black might actually be better. Oh, maybe I should do it from the top instead of from the bottom. You're thinking about making a DK platform for your Mario? like I said, I just think it's a matter of time. I think they're going to really seriously start thinking about doing some sort of Donkey Kong. If Because if you think about it, anything that has a Nintendo brand is up for grabs. I wouldn't be surprised if Animal Crossing is going to be in the mix really soon. Okay, now this is promising. Now the other thing is, let me do this because, Joel Marbella, also known as Have Studs Will Travel. If you do it inverse like this, then you can put your items on the inside. Okay, I think I see where I'm going with this. So already I'm only working with 2 pieces so far. Yeah, let's see where this goes. You just never know where artwork will take you. Sometimes in very pleasant places, sometimes. Okay, so this is kind of cool, because I'm thinking if this could be on a platform or something, then, and this also has a rocker hinge of some sort. I don't know. Could do some sort of. I'm looking at this thinking that this could go up and down like that. That's actually kind of cool. So what I need now is some sort of pin connection right here. Okay, let's see what I got. Or I could put a rod through there. Let's see. If I have, I'm gonna grab my rods, my axles, and in fact, I think axles and bushings are probably all I need right now. I'm gonna try that first. So that's right behind me. Joel's Dia de los Muertos brick sketch is one of your 5 favorite builds from last year. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, Joel is funny because this is the same Joel, right? The Have Studs Will Travel? Because he says he only does sets. He doesn't do mocks. But I said, no, you're also a builder. Don't tell me you're not a builder. Okay, so I'm looking for like a smaller black one, like maybe this size. Okay, now see, this is looking interesting. Okay, alright, so if I use a bushing, 2 bushings, I think I have some black ones. I don't have black bushings, but I have these too. Let's see what we got in here. I'm going to go with the gray bushings, I think, because it goes back to the color scheme, right? That this is purple and black at the moment. Yeah, the gray looks good. So we're now up to 4 pieces. Aha. Alright, this is looking cool. I just need to figure out how do I attach this. And then right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I put Super Sewer Baby in there, that's 6. If I continue on this path of revigorating Super Sewer Baby adventures. Let's see, what else could I do? Because this goes back to, on my stream the other day, we were figuring out how to reduce the number of parts too. Because right now, I mean, the other thing is I'm looking at this center hole as well. Alright, try something else here. This center hole, will this use an axle? I think it will. Yeah, so Joel keeps saying, I only do sets, I don't do mocks. And I'm like, yes, you do mocks. Loving the return of SSB. Oh, thank you, Debo. I think one of the things that I love about Joriel Builds is that he and a few other people have loved SSB from the very beginning, and he's always been encouraging me to keep building him, and I really appreciate that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I could just put a uh, let's see. You love that Minecraft is being added to SSB? Minecraft? Did I add Minecraft to SSB? I don't think I did. Or did you hear about an actual another sewer baby thing being added to Minecraft? Okay. Um, what am I thinking right now? I'm thinking that 1, 2. This is only 3 pieces, and this is really cool right now. But I need it to add some stability in here, and if SSB comes back, maybe he comes back here, right here. Let's see, where's my sewer baby? I've got a bunch of them over here. Okay, let me grab one of these guys. Super creeper baby. Maybe I make a villain instead of super sewer baby. It could be a different baby that's in here. That's true. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, well, let's just do a proof of concept, and let me grab a jumper. Did you do a baby build for Christopher Coster, both of you? I'm looking at the colors, and if I keep with the color scheme, either gray or black, or I can go back to the yellow if I wanted to, with bright yellow. I don't know. Let's try yellow for now, because I can always trade that out for the yellow one. Yeah, so SSB is returning, but not on the Tricky Brick Show. He's returning on the Daily Brick Limit Challenge and on worldbuilder.com. Or sorry, worldbuilder.tungle.com. Okay, this could be interesting. So it's almost like a whirly gig here. And like I said, I could change this to the yellow, because that would match that yellow. Plus yellow and purple are complementary colors. So let's see what happens with the yellow. So now I'm up to what? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I still have 2 pieces to go. Yeah, now I'm starting to think I may want to do like a platform. Like maybe run an axle up here and have it come down to a platform. And let's see what color. I know I saw a yellow axle somewhere. Where did I see that? Maybe it's somewhere else. But let's see. I'm looking for the longest axles I have. I think it's going to be these dark gray ones, maybe. So now this one's interesting because it has the nail head on the end, so that could be useful too. Because let's see what we're doing here. Because we want to run the axle. Because if we do it right, we won't need a bushing, and then that'll save us a piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we get one more piece, and this hovers just over so there's room for it to move. So maybe, what can we do with one axle and still give it stability? That's the only problem, because I can connect it to a bushing. Oh, I know what I need. I need a brick. I need a brick with an axle hole. And I think even though it wouldn't be, it's like a 1x2 with the axle hole in it. Super creeper beak. I was fooling around with the stork's beak, but nothing ever materialized for me. Spent too much time with the new robot Fritz. Yes, I love your Fritz. Fritz is awesome. Okay, I'm looking for this 1x2. Alright, so I keep all my 1x2s in kind of a block like that. And I have a yellow one, and I have a dark gray one. Alright, so this is going to be a little weird, but it should work if it's not too unstable. Yep, it's too heavy on that side. But that's kind of what I'm going for, is I need an axle hole that will hold that. I guess the other option might be, let's see, because I need it to stand alone. A 3x3x3 round cone. Oh, or a round brick. Yeah. Let me think about that. I have round plates, 2x2s. You said 3x3s? And you know what? I was looking for these earlier. These 3x3 quarter rounds for the build for Christopher Coster. Alright. I am not happy with this. Okay. Alright, so I do have these that have the axle hole in the middle. Let me see. I guess some people have been using the base plate. And I do have one in dark purple. Let's see. So I guess a base plate is allowed without counting toward your count if you do this. Aha! And now this one, because it's an axle, doesn't spin, but it does give it structure. So that's a possibility. And it almost looks like a swing. Huh. Okay. That's not bad. That's got good potential. Here, I'll do this down camera a little bit. So if I look at it this way, it's not too bad. If the base plate isn't in the shot, is it really there? It's like a tree falling in the woods, right? Now I do like this part. So the other thing is I can just hold it too. Or I can, you know, figure out something else. So I do like this concept, but something is missing, and I think it's the swinging part. I bet you there is a joint. See, I'm trying to think. There is an axle hole right here. So the other option is maybe, remember before I used an axle with 2 bushings? There's actually an axle here. Actually, I should change this out. Let me change this out to maybe a medium-sized one. Yeah, something like that. Oops, this one has the little... I need like multiple storage for just the different kind of rods they have. I want a plain rod. Plain rod, that's all I'm looking for. The sound of one hand clapping, exactly. If a tree falls in the woods. Okay, now maybe I'm missing something here, but maybe this doesn't go all the way through. Yeah, I don't think it goes all the way through. But this, though, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm still up to 6. That's that last piece. How do I get that to... And then once again, maybe I don't need Super Sewer Baby, because really the key piece for this one is this claw foot. This is what I was inspired by. I can fit those claw feet into that. But Super Sewer Baby, it sounds like people want to see him again. So that was really nice. Like I said, Joriel Builds just reached out to me, and he said, hey, I made some theme music for the Janitor and the Brushies. And the Janitor and the Brushies haven't shown up, I think, for 3 or 4 months. It's been a while. Because honestly, I was just really discouraged. I just didn't feel like, doing any Super Sewer Baby stuff. And I started doing a little bit on my own, but it goes back to having an audience, right? So I was really, really excited when that opportunity came my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let me think about this. We need 2 pieces to provide stability, and also I kind of like this rotation. That's kind of what's hanging me up, is that if this is going to be like a swing, then you want either rotation this way or this way. Yeah, so I'm cogitating over this right now, because the other thing is, what if I put it this way? So then that way it's a little more stable on the bottom. But I might have to go back to the black one. Might have to go back to black because that piece is missing, it's falling over. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I think I might have a plan here. Okay, so if we go with this and we go back to the black, because the black is complete. It actually has 2 feet, or this these 2 here. And then if we turn this back around, then he'll be on top, because you want, if you like Super Sewer Baby, you want him kind of front and center, right? Let's see if we can do this again. This bracelet's like going, I'm not supposed to be used like this. Okay. Now this looks like it has potential. This looks like I should move this base plate. Maybe if I can put it over here. Yeah. Let me put a rod. Let's see. Which one is it that I need to do? Axle hole. It's like, no, not that one. Yeah, this is the one where if I put it here, the thing is, it's so heavy. It's starting. Oh, wait a minute. I might have caught something there. Aha. Okay. All right. I'm onto something here. Because if you place it on the base plate just right, it will stay up as long as it's like gripping like that. Okay. I like that because it looks like he's getting ready to be propulsed into space, right? It's weird, but the yellow foot, it made the bracelet look like a mouth and the foot like a face. Really, I don't see that, Devo. But I'll have to go back and watch the clip. If you want to watch the director's commentary of the Lego movie, it has a lot of secrets that the movie doesn't tell you. Oh, okay, that sounds like fun. Okay, so let's do the piece count here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still have room for one more piece. But I like this better because it's got that angle. What would be better, nicer for me is if there was something propping this up just a little bit, like slightly like that. You know, because this is kind of a loose connection right now, but you know, it's art. I see strange things in Lego. All right, so let me see what we got here. Yeah, there's another piece I was looking at recently that this is the Duke Kaboom. Now this is a really weird looking piece, but this is a motorcycle, what do you call it, the stunt motorcycle from the Duke Kaboom set. And just trying to think if I can, that would be actually kind of funny if this thing is straddling the motorcycle in some kind of weird way. Now let's take a look here. This goes over the chassis, which I had used before, but it does have 2 studs. Let's see. And it's got the 1 stud here too. Just playing around here, tinkering around. Because if I can use this to stabilize it somehow. Yeah, this is a little tricky because it does have these 2 for the wheels. That's what these are for, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, you need the chassis though. I'm like so want to use that in some way. But I don't think, maybe I'm just I don't know. Okay. I'm close because I do like this structure. I just got to figure out how to attach it down here. Because the other thing, as you know, I like rotators. So putting this on a rotator is 2 pieces, but how would I attach the rotator to this, I guess is the question. Most of your builds. Yeah, most of your builds you see strange things. That's true. If you've seen if you've seen Debo's workspace, you'll understand what he's talking about. Okay. What can I do? Because this is an issue because of the Technic pins, is that the Technic pins do some really weird things. Okay, my brother's calling me, so I'm going to have to take this. So I'm going to mute myself and put a be right back. Thanks. I'm back. It was not an emergency. In fact, it would have been easier if he would have just jumped on the stream and texted me what was happening. My brother knows I stream at night, so that's why I was kind of surprised. And it's like, you know, but of course when family calls, you pick up the phone, right? Like a foot, I might see a face or a snow globe. You see an eyeball. Yeah. Now you feel like you're Randy Newman. You just want to sing strange things? Yeah, probably. Okay, so here we are. We've got this, and like I said, I left off with trying to figure out how to attach like a base here. And ooh, that big, haha, I wonder if this will fit here somewhere. Because remember what Joriel Build said today on the stream, is that the pieces don't have to be connected to each other. They could be just like adjacent to each other. Just to kind of, let's see. Because all I need is what? One more piece? Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I can have 2 pieces. So if I have something to attach this as my base. Oh, look at that. Okay, I know you can't see this from my angle, so let me show you what I'm looking at. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is my phone not working right? It's giving me a weird screen. It's giving me a CarMax commercial. No. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So I'm having the base of the, oops, of course I knock it over. Okay, I'm trying to move all this stuff around. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Alright, let's see. Aha. Okay, that's promising. So that sits on its own like that. And the claw, though, the claw is really kind of pointless, right? Well, no, I shouldn't say it's pointless, because the claw has the, keeps the circle intact. But maybe this is where I have to bring the yellow one back in. But the black is not bad. The black is okay. But it's a little precarious at best, but I think that's 7 pieces. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I got one more piece. Okay. I am liking this though. Super Sewer Baby, and maybe if I really want to be funny, I could bring back the snake head. Because the snake head is 1 piece. So maybe the snake head is just, okay, let me see if this is going to fit, and then I'll move the camera again. Oops. And in fact, what I could do is I put the snake head in and put Super Sewer Baby on top of the snake head. Okay, so here, let me show you where I'm at. Okay, so the snake head does fit in there, and then I'm thinking if I move Super Sewer Baby to on top of the snake head, then that will be a composed piece. And it'll be like they're resting, right? Because the booster rockets aren't on, so when the snake head isn't in flight, it doesn't need to have the booster rockets on. And that would be a continuation of the story too, which is kind of cool. Okay, so let's see how that looks. And I may need to change out that color. In fact, what I should do is just use the same rounded, so there we go. Okay. So if I put this in here with Super Sewer Baby on top, this is almost like the charging bank for the head. And now that it's not, okay. Oops. Now I've got a weight problem because this thing is so much heavier. See what I mean? The yellow claw looks like a funky shaped human when it's upside down. Oh. Those are the legs? Are you talking about these are the legs here? There, I'll move this over. You think these are the legs and this is like a funky shaped human? Yeah, it does kind of. But he's happy. At least he's a happy human. He's like going, yay! Or he's doing jumping jacks. Oh, thank you. Is it Steven? Okay, so you like this, where I'm going with this, where I'm putting this kind of like as a charging bay for the snake. And it's a little precarious though, because of the way this is. Actually, let me see if I do this right. Because there's this little divot here. I don't know if you can see that, but aha. Yes, and I think it actually fits perfectly for Super Sewer Baby. Once I can get this snake to balance properly. I think that's the problem, is this is a balancing exercise. Aha. Okay. Alright, so let me show you what I got. So, there it is. I can adjust the circle a little bit, but the platform, so it's almost like he's got, oops, I can't really adjust this while I'm holding the camera. But that is 7 pieces. Pure joy. Do you like it? Okay. Yeah, this is kind of like the docking station for the hovercraft. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Super Sewer Baby docks the the snake as he refuels or recharges. That's funny. Yeah, I think that'll work, because I do have to keep it super balanced before I take the photo, but I think that'll work. You're taking a class on how to make your own intro for your channel? Oh, cool. Yeah. All right, well, good. This means I get to use actually 4 really cool pieces. This castle piece, this kind of rounded half hexagon, and then I have this, the claw piece, which is cool, and then I have the bracelet, and then I have the snake head, and then Super Sewer Baby. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's my 7-piece build, and it's a continuation of the story of Super Sewer Baby on his flying snake head that the snake head has to charge. Okay, I think that'll be a good plan. Okay, so next thing I'll do is I will show you my BricksLA Flickr page. So let's see. Alright, a Flickr page, and let's see if you can see this. Let me just take a look. And alright, I need to show the window. There it is. Okay, it wasn't so bad. Let me share this window, and then you'll see what I'm saying. You're gonna start staring at Bionicle pieces now? Okay. You enjoy. Does that mean you're leaving? Or does that mean you're just gonna do that while you're listening? Okay. Alright. So this is my my Flickr account, and just wanted to give you a quick recap of what I'm doing for BricksLA. I still have to massage this a little bit. There's still some photos that I need to put in here, but this is essentially what I've filed, and I have to update it on my phone some more too. But I have here the main one that I'm super excited about. In fact, I don't think, Debo, that you saw this yet, as far as my collaboration with Matthew Builds Bricks, his dad, as well as Adam James. But it's a mashup of Duplo, Little Forest Friends, Castle, or I think it's Fright Night's Castle, Pirates, and Elves, all in one. So one collaborative build. So this is the one I'm most excited about. So I'll share this with you. And let me do this by the photos. All right. So this one is, Matthew did this with his dad, and this is the Little Forest Friends habitat. So essentially the story is that Willa has already captured Toot Bluebell, and you may remember he showed a similar thing for the Tricky Brick show. And then they're having a conversation about where's Toot Bluebell. You have a Lego robot. Oh, well, that's cool. You heard about it, but you haven't seen it yet. Okay, well, this is essentially it. So the little forest friends have a conversation saying, you know, Toot Bluebell is missing. The mayor talks to Meadowsweet, Sleepy Meadowsweet, which is my character, to say, go find your ship, or go take your ship and go find Toot Bluebell. Then, so here's another kind of a wide shot of the whole thing. And then this is something called the Coven of Chaos. So this is a meeting between Willa the Witch and the other members of the Coven of Chaos. And so this is still in development, but at least we can display it for BricksLA. And then this is an amazing build. This is from Adam James, and he is big into castle. He does amazing castles. So this one is the fortress of Willa, who's captured Toot Bluebell in the castle. You feel you have 4 Hercules last year? Okay. You're trying to get Uncle Scrooge and, oh, I see, because you're talking about the bags, right? And you're trying to get, you have been feeling, and you've now purchased 4 centaurs? Wow. Good for you. Okay, so here's another wide shot of that bridge that he built, which I think is super amazing. And then here's another close-up of one of the henchmen. And then this is the scene which is modified from the original. So this is the hilarious part, is I don't have a lot of castle stuff. So what we agreed to is that we would have a skeleton with one of the helmets, the medieval helmets. So we matched them. And so now when my character comes to rescue Toot Bluebell, the skeleton is going to give up. It's pretty hilarious. But Adam James does some amazing work with castles. I mean, like, the detail he put into this is really phenomenal. And there's Toot in the cage. The thing about these characters is they're so wide that the standard, you know, prison cells don't really work. So that's what we've been doing. And then here's a picture of Willa the Witch flying around her castle, which, once again, Adam James is awesome. And a close-up shot, her talking to her minions. And then this is the forest friends gathering their armies together to go out to find Toot Bluebell. And this is important. This is, if you look at the sail here, this sail is the same pattern that I have on my sail. So then that way it kind of shows you the continuity there. You've been perfectly okay with 1 centaur. I'm not forming a raiding party anytime soon. Okay. Well, you might want to trade those. I have a feeling many people are looking for the centaurs. So that's another wide shot. Yeah, so that's kind of similar. These are just different angles of the same thing, but it does show you the detail that was put into this build. Yeah, Matthew does an amazing job. Everyone just call me BMMA from now on. Okay. That's what you want to be called? BMMA instead of Bricksman Mosaic Art? You know, or we could call you Gent too, because you had on one of your labels Brickman Mosaic Art parentheses Gent. So whatever you want us to call you is fine. Okay, so here's my portion to the collaboration, is that I have the little forest friends going out to find Toot Bluebell, and I made this dragon and I put all those pillars. So I took these and I made them into pillars so that the dragon could sit on top, and so it looks like it's flying, which I was really proud of, because I was originally going to use those lifter arms and I was going to call you Debo, but then when I figured out how to do it this way, this way worked out really well. Gent is fine too. Okay, good, because I prefer to call you Gent, which seems easier. And anyway, so here's my pirate ship, which you've seen before, and I put a bunch of little forest friends on there trying to go save Toot Bluebell. And I think the funny part, so that's just a close-up, but once again, if you look at the pattern on the sails, it's similar to the one that Matthew did. So I re-engineered on one of my streams this Toot Bluebell sitting on top of the dragon. So then it's taking the system bricks and combining it with Duplo. So that is super secure. It's very swooshable. So I have this little forest friend flying on top of the dragon. You love my video? Oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate being here too. It's different streaming on YouTube versus streaming on Twitch, and I'm still trying to get used to both. So I've committed to do once a week on YouTube, and I started on New Year's Eve so I can track exactly how long it's been. So this is my 3rd week, and thank you, Debo, for hanging out with me last week, because I started at 9 and celebrated New Year's on every hour of the hour. So that was fun. So thank you, Steven. Is it Steven? It looks like Steven to me. So thank you so much. Okay, so the other thing, these are just close-ups, but this is kind of funny because the little forest friend has a gun in his left hand. Those old figures, their hands don't fit exactly the same. So that little gun only fits in the left hand of that character. I tried it on a couple other different characters and it didn't work. 15 years ago, you hated the lime bricks, and now you kind of have a soft spot for them. Yeah, I love the lime bricks. You saw my lime boat, and the lime boat is something that I like. Now, this is actually kind of funny. So I'm not a castle builder, right? So what I did is I just took the chimney from the elf set, the elf clubhouse, the one that makes all the waffles. That's the backside of that chimney. And I used that to kind of mimic a castle. And this one, I laughed so hard on this because the skeleton, right, there's a close-up. The skeleton has his hands up, like giving up to the little forest friends. And I laugh because, first of all, the skeleton's already dead. And you know, if you're going to shoot a skeleton, it's not really going to kill him anymore. But anyway, you got to have a little bit of suspension of disbelief, right? All right. And then here's Toot Bluebell is rescued and brought back on the boat. And then what I deliberately did is I put the dragon on the other side, so it's kind of symbolizing them returning. And it also made it easier for me to find the thumbnails when I was loading this onto my album. So that is my contribution to the complete story. So you've got a preview of what is going to be at BricksLA. And my hope is, like I said, I've been having a hard time updating things on the files and trying to put that all together. But my hope is, fingers crossed, that it's all going to work out fine. So we got the 7-piece build done. In fact, I better take a photo of it and put it up. I think that, thank you, Debo, for telling me that you like seeing Super Sewer Baby return. So I've been happy about that too. And as I mentioned on the video this afternoon, so if you want to come back tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, Joriel Builds and we did a video on Instagram, and I'm going to upload it again at the same time at 4 o'clock on Friday, and then we'll be there live answering questions in the chat on YouTube. So if you watched it today at 4 o'clock, we were live on Instagram, and then we take the video and just create a premiere, and then that's going to show up on YouTube. So that's going to be fun, so you can feel free to join us then. I think that, like I said, this has been an educational experience for me, just getting into YouTube and Twitch and streaming and working with Flickr and all of these different things. Back then, there weren't many colors that worked well with it, but now you have all these lavender shades and blues. Yes, yes, you're talking about the elves, or I'm not sure exactly what you're talking. You're just talking about 15 years ago. You have 4 things in BricksLA. Puppy. Oh, good. I love Puppy. And you have Galactus, Fritz, and the Sig Fig box. Oh, cool. Yeah, I forgot. I have a Sig Fig box too. Well, great, great. And I'm glad you're going to be at BricksLA because we're going to broadcast at 4 o'clock because BricksLA starts, I think, at 6. So we have another, evening of activities at 6, and then we have all day, pretty much Saturday and Sunday. So what I will be doing this weekend is I won't be streaming Saturday. Saturday's kind of a bonus. This is what I've decided for my schedule, is that on Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday is going to be Twitch. So Monday and Wednesday will be 9 o'clock, and then that would be going on Twitch. Sunday will be dependent on the games, and now that the 49ers are out, I'm going to cheer for the Green Bay Packers. And then on Thursdays, today, I will be on YouTube, and Saturday will be a bonus. And I probably will, I imagine I'll probably be doing that on YouTube, so that I have 3 days on Twitch, 2 days on YouTube. We'll mix it up. We'll figure it out. So hopefully within the next month or two. Do I have a Facebook? Yes, I do have a Facebook account. It's Brickanista, and I guess it's called a fan page, so you can follow me there. And then I also have a Discord server. So if you go onto my Twitch account, you'll see my mailing address as well as my my Discord server. So if you wanted to send any fan mail or anything, requests through one of those two, you can do it that way too. So thank you, Steven. I appreciate that. Thank you for asking. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me for the last hour and a half. I am definitely getting used to this, and I'm excited about BricksLA. As hard as it has been to register and to update my account, I'm still excited about networking with people, seeing their artwork, being able to learn some new things, especially from the guest speakers. So it's going to be fun. So I look forward to possibly seeing you tomorrow right here on YouTube at 4 o'clock p.m., 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. And then I will probably be on BricksLA most of the weekend. And then on Sunday, I'll be posting the game with the Green Bay Packers. Whatever time that is when I'll be streaming, because I'll be watching the scores while I'm building. And I may have the time to set up Apocalypseburg, because that's been my goal, is to start Apocalypseburg in the month of January. So that's the plan. Your Facebook name is Steven Falzado. Okay. Yeah, I tend to not use Facebook as much, but I use the Brickanista account for Facebook updates. So yeah, feel free to follow me there. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. It's one thing that, since we're not on Twitch, it's not that we raid anybody, so I'm just going to say goodbye. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Oh, maybe I should go full screen. Let me see what happens if I go full screen here. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so once again, thank you, everybody. I'm so excited that I have a docking station now for Super Sewer Baby for my 7-piece build. So I will take a photo of that, post it up tonight. That'll continue the saga of Super Sewer Baby. We also did at the very top of the hour, and thank you so much, Gent, for your patience, is that I just could not get onto the BricksLA site. So what I had to do is go on my phone, and then we used my down camera to look at the phone. It's like, it was so bad. But, you got to do what you got to do. And then, of course, after doing that, we took a look briefly at my Flickr account. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and hope you have a great evening. We will see you at the next stream, and stay inspired, everyone. Bye.